Hello everyone, welcome second year students English section, Faculty of Commerce, Sadat City University. This is online section number 5 in Descriptive Statistics. It's on chapter 3 titled Graphic Presentation, and it's me Reem Sobhi with you. I'm a teaching assistant at Insurance Statistics and Mathematics Department. In section number 4, we defined how to present qualitative nominal data graphically by using Excel, and we use two types of charts, bar chart and pie chart, in order to graph or present qualitative nominal data graphically. In this section, we will define how to present the quantitative discrete variables or data graphically using Excel by through two types of graphs or charts. We have an example here. Given the following data about the number of children less than 10 years for a sample of 70 families, and this is our raw data about the number of children. Their ages is less than 10 years. For the first family here, they have 3 children less than 10 years. For the second family, they have 4 children less than 10 years. For the third family, they have 2 children less than 10 years, and so on till the end of the 70 families. The requirement: what is the type of the variable and what is the level of the measurement? Requirement number 2, organize the data in an appropriate frequency table. And requirement number 3, display the table with appropriate graph using Excel. Our variable here is the number of children in the family with age less than 10 years. So the variable is the number of the children. Their ages are less than 10 years. The type of the variable is discrete quantitative variable or quantitative discrete variable. And the level of measurement will be ratio level of measurement, as 0 means the absence of the children. So the level of the measurement will be ratio level. Requirement number 2 is to organize the data in an appropriate frequency table. In order to organize the data in a frequency table, we have first to define the classes of the variable. We have 4 classes here of the variable, which are 3, 4, 2, and 1. They are the only classes of the variable 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are the number of the children in a family. It may be 1 children, 2 children, 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, and so on. There is no classes more than these classes. After that, we have to count the number of the frequency for each class from these data, and then write them in a frequency table as the following. Here is the type of the variable is a quantitative discrete variable, and the level of measurement is a ratio level, and this is the frequency table. And we have 4 classes here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for class number 1, or for the first class, which is only 1 child, the frequency is 14. If we count 1 from our raw data, we will find that there is a 14 in our data. And the second class is 2 children. And if we count the number of 2 children in our raw data, we will find that the frequency is 26. And for the third class, the frequency is 19. And for the fourth class, the frequency is 11. The total of the frequencies is 70. And this means that the 2 properties are available, which are mutual exclusive and collectively exhaustive. Now we have to we want to know how to draw or present the frequency table graphically by using Excel. If we open the Excel program, you can open an Excel sheet here, and in the first column we insert our raw data, which are the number of the children less than 10 years in the 70 families. And as you can see here, our data here is numbers, are numbers, and so the Excel can understand the process you want to make, or the graphs you want to present. So there is no need to code these data. But we need to make the frequency table first for this data in order to present this table graphically. In order to make the frequency table, we have first to identify the classes of the variable. And as we just said, the classes of the variables are 1 and 2, 3, and 4. These are the 4 classes of our variables, which are the numbers of the children in the families. It may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Now we have to draw. In order to make the frequency table, we will go to Data menu and then choose Data Analysis. Then choose Histogram. Okay. The window open here asks about to input the range that you want the Excel to count from. So our range here is all our data. Then he needs the bin range, and the bin range means the classes. And as we just said, our classes are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the output range, he asks you where do you want to put the frequency table. So we will choose any cell here. Okay, D2, and then OK. This is the frequency table for our data. Now we want to present this frequency table graphically. Our variable here is a discrete quantitative variable, so there is 2 types of charts that you can use in order to present these data graphically. These charts are the vertical lines and time plot charts. Vertical lines and time plot charts. First, we have to select the data in the table and then go to Insert menu. After that, choose Scatter. Then the first choice. As you see here, the chart that appears is just points on the graph, and we want to make these points as vertical lines. So we will take this chart, copy, and go to a Word page. Like this. Then copy the chart and paste. Then insert shapes, lines, and draw vertical lines from each point till the horizontal axis, like this. And this will be our chart, which is vertical lines chart. This is the first type of chart that we can use to present quantitative discrete variable. The second type of chart is time plot, and also we will go to insert menu, then choose charts scatter, then the fifth shape, and this is the shape of the time plot or our chart. Okay, so as you see here, there are two types of charts that we can use in order to present the quantitative discrete variables graphically. The first type of charts is the vertical line chart, and we just define how to present data using this type of chart. And the second type is the time plot. In this time plot, we have to, as you see here, and this is the second type of the charts that we can use to present the quantitative discrete variables. Another example here, the following data is for the temperature for 6 months, and these are the months from March, April, May, June, July, August, and this is the average temperature for each month. The requirement is to display this table using Excel or an appropriate chart using Excel. This is the frequency table, so there is no need to make the frequency table. Only we have to present these data graphically, and as our variable here is a discrete quantitative variable, so there is two types of charts we can use to present these data. The first type is the vertical lines, and the second type is time plot. Now let's go to Excel and see how to present these data graphically. Here is our data, the months and the average temperature. We want to present these data graphically. First, we have to select our data, then go to insert a menu, then charts, also again scatter, and then the first type. And by matching each point with a vertical line from the point till the horizontal axis, we get the vertical lines. The second chart is the time plot, and we can make it by choosing scatters, then time plot, and this our chart. We can reverse the axis by stopping here on the horizontal axis and then right click format axis, then choosing values in reverse order, and you can see he reverses the axis from right to left, and you can do it again and reverse it from left to right as you want. Okay, and this is the time plot chart for our again. This is the chart for our variable, which is the average temperature for each month, and we call this chart as vertical lines chart. And the second type is the time plot chart, and so we have two types of charts we can use to present quantitative discrete variables, which are vertical lines chart and time plot chart. And as we know, we can take any information or data from this chart and define what we want in this chart. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please leave your questions in comments and I will answer all of your questions. Thank you. Goodbye.